If you're inside, which most of you probably are, I'd like you to close your eyes and for a wee moment picture the sun shining down. You're in a valley. You're in a valley and you feel the sun's rays warming up your body. Take a deep breath and direct the warmth to every cell in your body, through to your fingers and into your toes. Now you can open your eyes, but you're still in the valley. It's a valley in Scotland, shall we say. Or it could be anywhere. If you've been to a beautiful valley, go there in your mind. It might be easier to imagine for you. But I'm in Scotland, so in this valley we can see stretches of green, browns and purples stretching over the hills, dodging rocks and boulders that line the hills. We listen to the nature around us. You've got a wee backpack on and you're there to climb the hill and get out of the valley. So you start your journey up, finding a nice, stable, safe route up the side of the hill, zigzagging up. So that you don't have to climb anything that's too steep. Smelling the sweet grass, taking your time, enjoying the hike. For a wee while you can't see anything except the front of the hill that you're climbing. If you turn round you could see how high you've climbed, how far you've come by gazing down into the valley below. But you turn round and mainly keep your eye on your footing, focusing on the steps, the sound of your feet on the grass. Your breath is, the climb gets a wee bit harder. And then, before you know it, you've reached the edge of the valley, the highest point, and you look out and you realise that this valley was in a mountain range and you are at the top of the mountain. And as as you look down below, you can't even see the tips of some of the mountains because they're hidden by big, fluffy clouds that hang low. And as you stand there, you really take in the moment. You realise that you're already there. You've already made it without even realising it. You've reached the peak. And you don't know what's coming next, but you know it's going to be beautiful. So it doesn't matter. You stand there and bask in the sun and enjoying the fresh mountain air. And you're not thinking about anything in the future. You're not projecting your mind's eye to any future thoughts. There's no point. You're experiencing something so beautiful. Why would you want to? And you don't think of the past, because what's the point? You're there at the top of the mountain right now. And you realise that everything that happened in your past was all leading up to this moment. It brought you to this moment. And in this moment, you're experiencing pure joy, inner peace. Just you on the top of this mountain. And you sit down for a moment, feeling the surface beneath you. And you realise how grateful you feel. Grateful for the air that flows in and out of your lungs. Grateful for the beauty that's surrounding you. Grateful for your ability to appreciate that beauty. Just stay there for a wee moment longer on the top of the mountain. Or in fact, do you really have to leave? I had that image come to me a few days ago, actually. I guess I've fallen in the trap of looking ahead all the time, constantly looking at what's to come, trying to predict and plan and organise myself as such. But a lot of the time, what I've imagined, how I've imagined my life to turn out, how I've imagined certain circumstances to play out, just doesn't happen that way. So I found that just being positive and flowing with whatever is going on in my life is a lot easier. But I still do try and project into the future and figure things out and have it all figured out. But the other day I realised what what am I looking for, if that makes sense? What am I really trying to achieve when I'm already at the top of the mountain? And I should be treating each day as if I'm already at that top, at that peak, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but over the past year I've reevaluated a lot of things in my life. And we do live in a world where we're taught to want more and work hard to earn money so that we could buy lots of things, and these things will make us happy. And in my particular case, I've always been striving towards achievements in school, in university, after school, you know, even with my ASMR channel. That we all do it, looking forward to the next subscriber milestone. But when these things become too consuming, we need to look inside and find peace elsewhere. Stop putting so much pressure on ourselves. For me, I know it comes from probably being a twin, you know, that competitiveness that is instilled in siblings, especially twins. And people do compare a lot. Which one of you is the better twin at this? Which one of you is better at that? And when you think about it, just because we're twins, it's not fair to compare us like that. But it's happened my whole life. And I used to think it didn't bother me, and it doesn't, but subconsciously it would have had an impact. And we're all unique, no matter if we share a lot of the same DNA with somebody else. We're all still unique individuals. And we have our own strengths and talents that we can go off and use in the world without comparing them with anyone else's. And we've got our own journeys that we have to walk. So there's no need to compare with anyone else. But like I say, I've been trying to find deeper meaning and find peace in just being. To just be. Not to want, not to search or look for something else. Just find peace in being here in the present moment. And I think if you can nail that, then you're really tapping into something. So to help you feel a bit of inner peace right now, to realise that you're exactly where you need to be, which is the top of the mountain, I'd like to tell you that you really are enough just as you are, and that you have to love yourself. You've done such a good job at looking after you up until this point, so trust yourself to do that in the future. So take the worry away. Whatever happens, you've got your own back. You know what to do. And you are a spectacular human. So many amazing qualities. I should probably get up and dry my trousers off. But this has been wonderful. Thank you for joining me in the park.